logoed in blue with the white letters and numbers and gold trim as well. Wofford in the first half will move from left to right, and the visiting Buccaneers from right to left. See if the Terriers can take one from ETSU here at home after the Buccaneers won on their home court in Johnson City back in December. Jay Bailey to jump it up against Gareth Davis, and Bailey wins the tip for the Terriers. Here we go. ETSU will open in a man-to-man defense. Chadwick on the right wing, out high to Alfred Forbes, left wing John Hawkins. Hawkins works to the side of the lane, kicks it up to Forbes. Alfred ball fake at the three-point circle, travels as he puts it to the floor. Turnover committed by Forbes. And the Buccaneers will bring it up the floor. Looks like Wofford will open in a man-to-man set as well. 5'11" sophomore Kyle Keaton is the point guard for ETSU as he wheels into the forecourt against Hawkins. Bounce pass out high on the right side to Davis. Davis with a pass inside, nearly goes out of bounds. A save over the end line, but it comes to the Terriers and John Hawkins. His up-court feed is deflected out of bounds by Kyle Keaton at the far side. So Wofford will inbound right about even with the foul line in the forecourt. We've played 30 seconds, no score. Hawkins works left with his dribble, goes on the wing to Chadwick. Ball fake, works to the baseline, kicks it away to Gilliard. Left corner Chadwick, skip pass up top to Hawkins. Three-pointer from dead ahead, no good. Jay Bailey follows with the rebound. He tries to dunk and he blew it. Keaton clears for the Buccaneers. Out high to the center, Ryan Wilson playing 25 feet from the basket, left side to Keaton. Watched there by Hawkins. Bounce feed goes on the wing to Lee Walker. Keaton, right side now to Seymour. He's got a hot hand. His pass will go out of bounds off the leg of Lee Walker out on the wing. We've played a minute and 3 seconds. Nobody has scored yet. Hawkins calling for the set play as he'll break the timeline, walking up the floor with the right hand, up high to Bailey on the right side. Bailey loops it to Hawkins left. Keaton nearly got a hand on the pass. Now Gilliard double teamed up to Hawkins. Hawkins once to the floor, hits Bailey at the three-point circle. Left side Gilliard on the wing to Chadwick. Terriers work the perimeter as ETSU is switched over to his zone. Now Bailey runs baseline into a double team, goes up for the shot, and he's fouled. Both Walker and Davis were double-teaming Bailey along the baseline. The foul call will go against freshman Lee Walker. That's his first, team's first. And Jay Bailey will get to shoot two. Jay is hitting 59% of his free throws this season.
Number 24, Jay Bailey, shooting two.
He'll shoot with the right hand. First time these clubs met, Jay finished with 6 points. Terriers had a balanced scoring attack the first time these clubs played as Bailey's first free throw misses. Not something the Terriers want. Against Furman Wednesday night, Wofford shot 10 of 23 from the line, losing in overtime. Second shot good. 1-0 Terriers lead. And they'll come with the half-court trap as Keaton will be taken by Gilliard in the backcourt. Keaton angling left with his dribble. Pass center of the floor loose. Picked up, however, by Walker to Seymour. Cross-court right side to Keaton. Three-pointer launched. Good. Kyle Keaton has given the Buccaneers a 3-1 lead. Keaton a 35% shooter from out there. Bailey, three-point circle, works into the paint, goes up for the shot, and he'll get to shoot two more. A blocking call against the Bucks. Jay Bailey early on showing he's going to take the ball to the hole a little bit. Something we've seen him do in spurts this year. And apparently they're going to say, the officials say, that the foul came before Jay was in the act of shooting, so the Terriers will inbound the ball. Foul call against Keaton, his first, team second. 3-1, ETSU leading Wofford. 18 minutes to play first half. Hawkins left wing to Alfred Forbes. Back up to Hawkins against the zone. Works off a pick. 15-foot jumper rattles, won't go. Rebound Wilson. And the Buccaneers are on the run. Seymour. High post now to Wilson. Guarded out there by Bailey. Terriers have gone to the matchup zone. Up top, Seymour. Seymour, right wing to Keaton. Keaton guarded by Hawkins. Down the left wing, here's Walker. Back up top, right wing now. It comes away to Keaton. 16 on the shot clock as he'll back away with his dribble against Hawkins. Right corner, Walker. Jumper good. It's a three-pointer. Lee Walker hits a tray. He's only shooting 20% from out there this year. And the Bucks have a 6-1 lead. Hawkins, Chadwick, three-point circle. He'll put it up at short. Rebound, Alfred Forbes, whistle, foul call against Lee Walker. Forbes and Walker were battling for the loose ball. That's 2 on Walker early on. 3 on the team, 17-14 to play in the half. Wofford trailing 6-1. ETSU will go to the bench. Titus Shelton, a Spartanburg native, played his high school basketball at Dorman High right here in Spartanburg. Will check in, a 6'4 junior, averaging 4.5 points per game. Forbes inbounding over the end line, gets it up top to Hawkins. ETSU in a 2-1-2 zone. Right corner Chadwick works into the paint, dishes away to Bailey. Pass deflected, but Jay gets it back. Back up to Hawkins, who will reset the Terrier offense. Left side Forbes in the corner to Gilliard. 16-footer, no good, it's short. And the rebound comes away on the weak side to Shelton. Buccaneers up 5 with the ball. Shelton handling out near the midcourt circle. Will hand back to Keaton to run things. Terriers have gone back to a man-to-man set. Shelton wants to drive into the paint. Good defense by Forbes. 3-point circle. Keaton, his pass deflected, stolen away. Jay Bailey comes away with a steal. Hawkins pushes with a pass underneath to Gilliard and lays it in. Transition bucket for the Terriers, who now trail 6-3. That's what we talked about. Wofford perhaps playing a little more transition ball tonight. On the left wing, here's Shelton, works with the right hand towards the paint. Forbes cuts him off. Shelton, wild shot, will not go. It rims out, and Gilliard clears. Again, Hawkins pushing. Left wing to Forbes, runs baseline. Shot off the glass, won't go. Contact, no call as he ran into Shelton. Keaton clears for ETSU. He'll race to the right wing and pick up his dribble, and go high post now to Wilson. Backdoor feed to Keaton. Shot under Gilliard, no good. Hawkins with the rebound. Terriers down 6-3, pushing it up the floor. Bounce feed low to Bailey. Goes up for the shot. It's blocked. We get a whistle and a foul call against the Buccaneers. 15:52 to play in the half. Wofford trailing 6-3.
Foul number 35.
Foul call goes against Gareth Davis. That is his first, team's fourth. And this will be a shooting foul for the Terriers. Jay Bailey, 1 for 2 from the line tonight, will go right back to shoot. If the second free throw is made, we should have a media timeout. McCarthy Crenshaw getting ready to check in for Wofford. Natter Miller has just come on in. Miller, a 6'5 junior, averaging 9.5 points per game off the bench. Bailey's first free throw is good. 6-4 your score. Bailey up with the right hand. Second shot rattles and drops. Got them both. Jay has 3 points off from the line. Terriers down 1. 15:52 to play in the half. That'll be a 7-15 game. Right here following the media timeout, ETSU in blue going right to left will bring it up. They lead Wofford 6-5. Terriers on a mini 4-0 run. Kyle Keaton angling left with his dribble against Alfred Forbes out of the man-to-man. Keaton out front, works on the left wing now to Seymour, guarded there by Natter Miller. Seymour, bounce pass out high on the post to Wilson with his back to the basket. He goes to Seymour, 15 on the shot clock. Seymour looking to penetrate around Miller with the left hand. Bounce feed in low to Wilson, 10 on the shot clock. Wilson is fouled as he tries a drop step and a move around McCarthy Crenshaw. Mack will be called for his first personal. That'll be the team's first. Already an early foul disparity. ETSU has committed 4 team fouls. Wofford just 1. Looping pass comes into Wilson on the left baseline. He'll send it outside now to Keaton. Keaton, right wing to Seymour. Back up to Keaton. Forbes gives him some room. Right side Seymour, who has yet to take a shot. Seymour working with the left hand. Miller playing some good defense, hanging with him. Seymour picks up his dribble up top to Keaton against Forbes. Keaton angles to the left wing, switches over to the right hand. Right wing to Seymour. Has to make a nice catch on a poor pass. Puts up a shot, and he is fouled by Natter Miller. And 2 free throws coming up as Seymour was knocked on the arm. That'll be 1 against Natter, 2 against the team, and Troy Seymour, a 75% free throw shooter, will get to shoot 2. Troy played high school basketball with our own Terrence Gilliard at Lower Richland High School in Columbia. Shot on the way, good. ETSU's lead is 7-5, 15 minutes exactly to play in the half. First time these teams met, Seymour had a pretty good evening, 15 points. That was his first game of the year after becoming eligible as a transfer. Second shot also good. 8-5 Buccaneers lead. Alfred Forbes running the point along with Chadwick, Miller, Gilliard, Out on the floor with Crenshaw. Miller on the left wing, dumps it in low to Gilliard. Fall-away jumper from 8, no good. Weak side rebound, Forbes nearly falls down, keeps the dribble going, and avoids the travel. Drives underneath, shot off the glass, won't go as he knifed baseline. Ball loose on the floor. Seymour comes out of it with the ball for the Buccaneers. Out high, here's Garrett Davis. Davis guarded by Gilliard. Right wing feed Keaton, runs to the baseline, cut off there by Crenshaw, who came over to help. Now on the left wing, Shelton works to the baseline, kicks it up top, shot put up and missed by Davis from 8 feet away. Gilliard has the defensive rebound for Wofford. Terriers trail 8-5 with the basketball. Gilliard, three-point circle, goes on the right wing to Chadwick. Low move inside to Crenshaw. He'll wheel, put up the shot. It's no good, but a whistle and a foul call, and McCarthy Crenshaw will get to shoot 2. That's 2 on Garrett Davis, 5 on the Buccaneers as a team, so already both starting forwards for ETSU in a bit of foul trouble. Lee Walker, Garrett Davis each have committed 2 fouls. Jeff Bensel into the lineup for Wofford.
At the line,
reserve point guard, a 6-foot sophomore, averaging 6 points per game. Terriers are only down 3 points, which is kind of amazing. Wofford has started the game 1 of 9 from the field, 11%. Crenshaw hits the first free throw. First point for Mack, who's averaging 3 points and 3.5 rebounds per game. He's shooting 58% from the line. Second shot also good. Mack gets them both. Terriers down a single point. It's 8-7. Bailey and Arp get ready to check in for Wofford. 14 minutes to play in the half. Gabe Lisicki checks into the ETSU lineup. He goes on the left side to Seymour. Back up top to Lisicki. Return to Seymour. Now in the corner to Titus Shelton. Shelton working with the right hand against Miller. Terriers double him out front. Now Seymour open for a three-pointer on the right wing. Hits it. Terriers doubled one man, leaving Seymour open. His shot uncontested. 5 points for Seymour. ETSU up 11-7. Miller goes on the right wing now to Bensel. Out front, Latron Jackson. Freshman is checked in. He's double-teamed. Gets it back up to Bensel. Bensel knifes down the lane. Finger roll will not go as he got around 2 Buccaneers. Rebound cleared by Reggie Todd for ETSU. Todd at the top of the circle. Once to the floor with it. Right corner now to Shelton. Shelton back up top to Lisicki. Lisicki, watched there by Jackson. Runs right. Bounce feed goes in low to Wilson. Shot over Crenshaw goes. First 2 points for Ryan Wilson, who's averaging close to 10 a game as he got a shot to go over McCarthy Crenshaw. Terriers down 13-7. Other end, feed goes inside from Jackson to Gilliard. Terrence scores off the glass and he's fouled. Terrence with a three-point opportunity as he beat his man down low. Reggie Todd of the Buccaneers, a 6'7 sophomore, guarding Gilliard, had a 3-inch height advantage, but Gilliard got the step on him inside. Terrence draws the foul. That's 6 on the team, 1 on Todd. Gilliard, a 76% free throw shooter with a chance here to complete the three-point play. Shot on the way short, and the rebound pulled in by ETSU and Todd. Buccaneers up 4 with the ball. 12:48 to play, first half. Lisicki high up on the right side, trying to drive around Bensel. Now between his legs with the dribble. Seymour goes on the left wing to Todd, hacked at by Latron Jackson, who will get called for a touch foul out front. That'll be 1 on Red Jackson. 3 on the team. Buccaneers will inbound here at the near side in the forecourt. Jay Bailey will come on in for Wofford. Terrence Gilliard departs with 4 points. Terriers playing their man-to-man. Miller watching Seymour out high. Seymour angling to the right wing with his dribble. Miller hacks at him. Whistle off the ball. Foul call against ETSU. Reggie Todd quickly picks up his second foul, so the big men for the Buccaneers in early foul trouble. Walker, Davis, and Todd now all at 3. That's the 7th ETSU foul of the half, so now the Terriers will shoot 1 and 1 at the other end.
At the line for the Terriers, number 40.
And Chris Arp will be the recipient. Chris, a 55% free throw shooter. He has hit 6 foul shots in a row dating back over his last 3 games. First one is perfect with the high arc. He'll get the bonus. Wofford down 13-10. Arp will get another. Senior from Monticello, Georgia. He averages 4 points per game. Second shot also good. And the Terriers trail by just 2. It's 13-11. Seymour running the point as ETSU will go with a 1-4 offensive set against the man-to-man. Out high to Shelton. Jackson out on him. Left wing Lisicki. Open off a pick for a three-pointer. Too much. Wilson has the rebound, however. Lisicki runs the lane. Kicks right wing to Seymour. Low post feed. Shot put up and scored off the glass by Titus Shelton, who stepped through a double team. First 2 points for Titus Shelton. ETSU leading 15-11. Bensel nearly travels as he picks up his dribble. Now gets it low to Bailey. He'll travel before he puts it to the floor. Jay Bailey trying to post up on Shelton. Bump bodies and also traveled. 11:55 to play in the half. Buccaneers up 15-11. Again, the 1-4 set. Seymour running the point. Miller out on him. Bounce pass out high Lisicki. Low post feed again to Shelton. He'll turn. Hook shot over Latron. Jackson no good, and Jackson has the rebound for Wofford. Latron looking to push it up the floor. Works to the top of the circle. Now goes right wing Bensel. Low post to Arp. Arp in on the blocks against Wilson. Backs in. Drop step. Turns and hits. Chris Arp has 4 quick points off the bench. Terriers now trail 15-3. Chris had been 4 of 20 from the floor over his last 7 games. Nice to see him post up and hit a shot from in close. Now Shelton wants to drive around Jackson, and Latron is called for his second foul. That's a hand check. 2 on Latron, 4 on the team. 11-17 to play in the half. Buccaneers with a 15-13 lead. 14. Kyle Keaton checks in for the Buccaneers. Troy Seymour will take his first breather of the night. Terriers continue to play man-to-man. Keaton guarded out front by Bensel. Bensel with a 1-inch height advantage. Keaton working to the right wing. Now switches over to the left hand with his dribble, with his back to Bensel. Again, a clear-out set for the Bucks, a 1-4 against the man-to-man. Keaton still handling out on the right wing with his dribble, switches over to the left hand. Bensel hangs with him. Now Keaton runs all the way to the baseline, forces up a shot. It's an air ball. Wilson with the rebound. 10 on the shot clock. He's double-teamed, and he travels. Before Wilson could put the shot up off the window, he traveled. Terriers will get the ball trailing 15-13. This game having a familiar look to it. Similar to the last 2 Terrier games against Furman and Campbell, in which we played closely fought half-court games. That could be the case again tonight. Chadwick on the right wing, guarded out there by Keaton. ETSU back over to a man-to-man. Hawkins, left wing now to Forbes, runs baseline around Shelton, missed the layup. Rebound loose along the end line, comes away to Keaton for the Buccaneers. They've got a 2-point lead in the ball. Right wing Lisicki guarded by Chadwick. Wilson out on the high post, taken by Chris Arp. Left wing now to Shelton, guarded by Forbes. Shelton out front to Todd. Todd will give it back to Keaton. Again, ETSU patient. Lisicki at the 3-point circle. Goes on the right side to Keaton. Keaton works with the right hand to the wing. Bounce feed into Wilson. Loses it. Picks it back up off the floor. Shot by Keaton is blocked by Forbes. Foul on the loose ball, and they get Chris Arp of the Terriers, which is a shame with 5 on the shot clock. Ouch.
Foul on number 40.
It'll be the Terriers' 5th foul, 1 on Arp. Wofford with a great defensive stand right there. Got a piece of the shot even, but the foul call gives ETSU a new shot clock. 10 minutes to play in the half. Wofford trailing 15-13. Wilson takes the looping pass in. Hawkins almost took it away from him. Todd will hand it to Lisicki out front. Lisicki guarded by Chadwick. Chadwick not letting him go to his right, making him use the left hand. Seth almost pokes the ball out of there. Now Lisicki wheels over to the right hand, gives it up top to Keaton. Keaton works right down the lane. Lane to the basket. Finger roll is good off the window. Kyle Keaton now has 5 points. Terriers down 17-13. Here's Hawkins left side. Goes up top to Arp. Arp feeds underneath the Chadwick ball off Seth's hands and out of bounds. Pretty good looking pass. But Seth may have been screened out by a defender. Never saw it coming. And the Buccaneers, who lead 17-13, will have Keaton work out front against Hawkins. Here at the near side, Keaton bounce feed left wing to Shelton. Shelton back to Keaton, looping feed. Foul line comes away to Todd. Todd on the right wing to Keaton, guarded there by Hawkins. Bounce feed low on the blocks to Todd. Gets it back outside to Lisicki. Tries to penetrate, but double team. Return to Lisicki now. 3-pointer good. Gabe Lisicki shooting 35% from outside the arc this year. In fact, in his last 2 games, including tonight, last 3 games, he is 8 of his last 14 from out there. ETSU's lead their best of the night at 20-13. Chadwick on the left side for Wofford. Goes to Hawkins. Hawkins in low to Arp. He'll back in on Wilson. Now double team. Return to Hawkins. Open for a three-pointer. Good. John Hawkins hitting his first three-pointer since returning from his ankle injury, and the Terriers trail 20-16. That's what the Terriers need out of Hawk, who has his first points in 3 games since returning. Keaton into the forecourt, works with the right hand against Hawkins, goes on the wing to Wilson. 8:20 to play in the half. Wilson pushing with his off arm on Arp. No call. Now a whistle, and they get Arp for the foul. Holy cow, Ryan Wilson using that free arm to fend off defender Chris Arp, and then Arp's called for the hand check. Wow.
Gilliard in the Terrier lineup.
Arp second. That is Wofford's 6th. Buccaneers 1 Terrier foul away from getting into the bonus. Terriers already in the bonus here in the first half. 4-point East Tennessee State lead. Lisicki inbounds to Shelton, who got in front of Forbes. He went up for the layup underneath, and Alfred fouled him. That'll be 1 on Alfred, 7 on the team, so now both clubs in the bonus. And we'll get 2 shots coming up here for Titus Shelton.
Here's number 20, Titus Shelton.
Shelton, a 59% free throw shooter. We mentioned he's from right here in Spartanburg. Dorman High School is where he played his basketball. Bends at the knees, up with the right hand, good. ETSU up 21-16. 8:15 to play in the half. Shelton again bends at the knees, ball all the way down around his ankles, straightens up and hits it. Nice form on both of them. Buccaneers up 22-16. ETSU for the first time tonight showing trap in the backcourt. Hawkins looks to break. He does with a right-handed dribble across the timeline. Double team. Backdoor feed goes to Forbes. Nice to the basket. Lays it in. Terriers break the press nicely. Alfred has his first 2 points. And it's 22-18 in favor of the Buccaneers. Alfred tonight making a bid to get into double figures for a 3rd straight game. Here's Shelton out front, guarded by Forbes out of the man-to-man. Now in the left wing, it comes away to Keaton. He's hounded by Hawkins. Keaton circling up top with his dribble. Works to the right wing, now picks it up, gives away to Lisicki out front, and Lisicki will go right wing with a return to Keaton. Runs baseline, shovels underneath to Wilson. Picks the pass up off the floor. Crenshaw blocked his shot. Wilson gets it back. Knifing move. Shot off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, no good on the hook shot by Todd, and the Terriers take over. Hawkins into the forecourt, runs to the baseline, kicks it right wing now to Forbes. Wofford with the ball, down 4. Crenshaw, left wing Hawkins. 3-pointer over Keaton, too much. He rushed it. Rebound loose, and it's hauled in by Titus Shelton as he took it away from McCarthy. Crenshaw, and let's see, we've got an injury. Or no, a 20-second timeout taken by the Buck.
The Peddler Steakhouse in the Town Square Mall across from Converse College, Spartanburg.
5 and 5:30.
All right, welcome back. Following their 20-second timeout, the Buccaneers with a 4-point lead will have Keaton bring it on up. Hawkins will greet him as the Terriers continue to play a man-to-man set. Keaton works to the right baseline. Low feed inside to Wilson. Missed the layup. Nice post-up defense by Crenshaw. Gilliard corrals the boards for Wofford. Terrence out front with the ball, guarded by Wilson out of the man-to-man. Wilson with a 5-inch height advantage. Left wing feed to Hawkins to Miller. Natter, top of the circle, runs right down the lane. Shot checked, and that's a held ball. And it will go over to the Buccaneers. Wilson got a hand on the ball as Natter Miller made a move down the paint. And that check shot will give the ball over to ETSU, and we 3:45 airtime. Next Terrier home game comes up against Army February the 8th, an evening contest here at the Ben Johnson Arena. 6:25 to play in the first half following the media timeout. ETSU with the ball in a 22-18 lead. Keaton's pass inside, deflected, stolen away by Chadwick. Hawkins, quick outlet to Gilliard. Running layup won't go. Wilson has the rebound for the Bucks. Terriers again trying in transition to crank things up a bit. That time the layup didn't go for Gilliard. He was off balance. Now Wilson, low post feed inside to Reggie Todd. Foul call before Todd gets the shot off. One of the Terriers has picked up the foul, and the official coming all the way over to the scorer's table to discuss this thing. They want the shot clock reset at 30. Had an entry pass, and there was no foul call. The official just was off kilter concerning the shot clock. So the Buccaneers will inbound. All alone underneath. The feed goes to Todd, and he lays it in. Seymour finding Todd uncontested down low on the set play. Now Hawkins almost travels. Poor pass. Stolen away. Keaton will race end to end. Lays it up and in. Buccaneers suddenly have scored 4 quick points following the timeout. Wofford will take a 20-second timeout, trailing 26-18. ETSU to Seth Chadwick. The ball was taken out of Seth's hands by Keaton, and he was off to the races. Bensel, Reggie DeGray, Natter Miller, Gilliard, and Chadwick out there for Wofford. DeGray entering for the first time tonight. Gilliard on the high post, gives away to Miller. He traveled. Terrence called for steps. 5:35 to play in the half. It's an 8-point Buck lead, and they'll get the ball in the backcourt. Keaton will run the point. ETSU now with an 8-point lead can afford to be even more patient on the offensive end. Keaton angling to the right wing with his dribble, pushes off on Bensel with the free arm, no call. Feed goes in the paint to Todd. He kicks it out to Shelton, 3-point circle, wants to run in on Chadwick, bounces the ball off his foot and out of bounds over the baseline. Buccaneers turn the ball over. Bensel will walk it on up. And he will be greeted by Seymour out of the Buccaneers man-to-man. Feed to Gilliard, return to Miller, 3-pointer, no good back iron. Gilliard has the rebound, goes up with the shot, ball stripped out of his hands. Taken away by Trey Seymour. Keaton up top to Seymour, goes high post now to Todd. Todd, bounce pass in low to Wilson. He'll wheel, shot blocked by Reggie DeGray. Free ball comes away to the Bucks, but Seymour was on the baseline. He's out of bounds. Reggie DeGray getting up off his feet and blocking a shot. 26-18. Wofford trailing. Bensel will ease it into the forecourt. 4:45 to play in the half. Baseball player Roy Jakes of the Terrier 9 will join us at the half. Now Bensel throws it away. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by Natter Miller. A poor pass. Wofford trying to get Miller open off the motion for a shot. Natter never saw the pass coming. Natter missing a 3-pointer. He has missed 2 3-pointers tonight. He has hit just 3 of his last 18 shots from outside the arc. Keaton working to the left wing with his dribble. Backdoor bounce pass goes inside to Todd. He goes up for the shot. It slips out of his hands and out of bounds over the end line. Wofford with the ball, trailing 26-18. Things getting a little sloppy. And the crowd getting a little bit restless, cheering on the home team. Bensel with the Terriers going left to right, handling the ball out front, left wing to Reggie DeGray. DeGray works to the floor with the left hand, gets it out high to Miller. Miller, left corner Chadwick, 3-pointer over Seymour, well short. Seymour boxes out on Chadwick, takes in the long rebound, races to the other end, throws it away through the hands of Reggie Todd. Pass too tall and out of bounds. Well, now we're finding out why the Buccaneers don't like to run transition very much. They've looked sloppy the last couple of times down the floor. Still an 8-point ball game. Wofford down. Now Alfred Forbes will run the point. Forbes, DeGray, Miller, Gilliard, and Chadwick out there. Terriers with a short lineup. Nobody over 6'5". Forbes works toward the right baseline with his dribble. Cut off by Seymour. Whistle off the ball. Terrier foul committed by Reggie DeGray. Reggie called for his first. That's the team's 8th. And now the Bucks will get to shoot here at the other end. This game, unlike the Furman game the other night, even though, again, we're playing a half-court style for both sides, this game with a less flow tonight. Both teams really laboring on both ends. It has not been a work of art, let's put it that way. Keaton will get to shoot 1-1. Front end is good. Keaton leading all scorers with 8 points. Will get the bonus. He is a 65% free throw shooter from Huntsville, Tennessee. Chris Arp getting ready to check in for Wofford. Buccaneers up 9, make it 10 as Keaton hit them both. ETSU with their first double figures lead of the night, 28-18. And here comes Forbes to work it up the floor. Seymour will press him in the backcourt one-on-one. Forbes will wheel with the left hand, breaks the timeline, works to the right side of the lane. He's fouled by Seymour. Troy Seymour committing his first. That's the team's eighth, so Alfred Forbes will get to shoot 1-1. Alfred averaging 10 points a game, hitting just 51% from the free throw line. Alfred had some kind of game the other night at Furman. Double figures in points. And 9 assists, a season high for him. First free throw is good for Alfred, so give him the bonus. Forbes from Lovejoy, Georgia, a transfer from the Army Academy. And, of course, it'll be interesting to see how he performs against Army when the Terriers host the Black Knights, February the 8th. Second shot, no good. Rebound hauled in by Seymour for the Buccaneers. Keaton races coast to coast. Forbes blocks his shot, out of bounds. Last touch by Keaton. It's off his leg over to Wofford. Alfred Forbes hustling back on defense, blocking the shot. And the ball's out of bounds to the Terriers to boot. Wofford down 28-19 with the basketball in hand. 3:25 to play in the half. Arp out on the high post. Gives away to Forbes left side. Forbes at the three-point circle to Chadwick. Open for a three. Missed it. Too little. Arp takes the rebound away from a buck and scores. Got it away from Ben Blakely. Took it right out of his hands. 6 first half points for Chris Arp. Terriers have put together a mini run. They trail 28-21. On the left wing, Shelton behind his back with the dribble down the paint underneath to Wilson, who lays it in. Nicely done by Titus Shelton, who drew a triple team as he ran down the lane, leaving Wilson open. Harp goes on the right side to Chadwick. Wofford now down 9 points, 2:40 to play in the half. Chadwick gives it up top to Arp, left wing to Forbes. 17-footer is short. Rebound loose along the end line. Arp has it. His putback won't go. And it's taken in by Keaton. Body contact with Arp. No foul call. And now we've got an injured player to inbound in the backcourt. Trainer came out to have a look at him. Alfred waves him off. 30-21. Bucks lead it. Keaton along the near side, guarded by Forbes towards the left wing. Alfred trying to force him to his left. Bounce pass on the baseline to Wilson. Back up to Keaton. Keaton right side to Seymour about 25 feet away. High pass as he returns to Keaton at the near side. Keaton leaves his feet to haul it in. 9 on the shot clock for Keaton. Works right off a pick. Right corner Seymour. Three-pointer no good. Arp boxes out nicely on Wilson and has the board for Wofford. Forbes, forecourt feed to Miller left wing. Off the dribble, 17-footer good. First 2 points for Natter Miller. Terriers now trail 30-23. Minute 46 to play in the half. Keaton against Forbes. Out front, he'll angle to the right with his dribble. Keaton at the far side, comes near side now to Seymour. Terriers have gone to the 2-3 matchup zone. Left corner, here's Shelton looking to penetrate with the right hand around Chadwick. Can't do it on the swing. It comes in the corner to Keaton. Arp steals his entry pass away from Wilson. Chris Arp with a defensive steal. Here come the Terriers. Down 7. Forbes, high post to Arp. Right wing Natter Miller, guarded out there by Shelton to Chadwick. Chadwick guarded by Keaton, up top to Arp. Down low, feed goes to Gilliard. Double team, turns and scores with a reverse hook. Terrence Gilliard with a fine move inside, and he has 6 points. It's 30-25. Wofford down 5 points. We're under a minute to play in the half. Keaton goes on the left wing now to Shelton. Shelton with the right-handed dribble, circles up top against Arp, out of the matchup. Down the right corner, Keaton, his pass up top, deflected out of bounds by a hustling Alfred Forbes. 17 on the shot clock, 47 seconds to play in the half. LaTron Jackson replaces Natter Miller in the Wofford lineup. Keaton will handle out front against Forbes, and ETSU will run that 1-4 set, clearing things out for Keaton. 9 on the shot clock, inside pass, stolen by Terrence Gilliard. Wofford takes the ball away. Richard Johnson calling for Wofford to hold for 1 shot. 30 seconds in the half, 28 on the shot clock, so you've got a 2-second differential. Chadwick on the right wing, holding there against Keaton. Somebody needs to come to him, gives away to Art, left wing now to Forbes. Wofford down 5, perhaps with the final possession of the half. Forbes Guarded by Shelton out top on the point. Forbes with a 1-4 set. Bounce pass high to Gilliard. Loses the ball. It's loose. 4 on the shot clock. A whistle and a foul call against the Buccaneers. Oh, is that a huge break for the Terriers? A poor pass to Gilliard out of his hands. And Wofford would have been hard-pressed to get a shot off before the shot clock went. And Blakely has been called for his first foul. That's the team's line. Terrence Gilliard will get 1 and 1. Front end, no good. Rebound loose in the paint. Latron Jackson has it. Shot at the buzzer, rims out. As the first half comes to a close here at the Ben Jackson Arena. 10 points in the first half, now up a single point over Wofford, 47-46. Following the media timeout, the Buccaneers will inbound over the end line in the forecourt. Right wing Shelton. He'll go up top to Keaton to run the offense. By the way, officially, Wofford has committed 3 team fouls this half, 2 by the Buccaneers. Shelton, left wing now to Seymour. Bounce feed in low to Todd. Double teamed in on the block, and he's called for the charge. He was swinging the elbows, trying to make a move around Reggie DeGray, who draws the foul. That'll be Reggie Todd's 4th, the team's 3rd. That's big. And Ryan Wilson, the Buccaneers center, a 6'9" freshman who has yet to commit a foul tonight, will have to come back in. Reggie Todd will have to take a seat. Harp, Forbes, Chadwick, Bailey, and Jackson out there for Wofford, down a point. Forbes running the point as the Terriers set up a 1-4 against the Buccaneer man-to-man. Jackson gets it out front to Arp, right wing now to Chadwick. Chadwick up top to Forbes. Forbes once to the floor. Pass deflected now, but Jackson gets it back. Nice hands by Shelton to get a piece of it. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Bailey running right side of the lane. Hangs in the air for a jumper. He got it. Jay Bailey hits a 10-footer, and Wofford leads 48-47. We're under 7 minutes to play. Jay Bailey now has 5 points. Keaton on the right wing for East Tennessee State. Guarded by Forbes out of the man-to-man. Out high to Shelton. Arp gives him some room. Seymour back up top to Shelton on the right wing to Keaton. Keaton given a bit of room by Forbes, but not much. On the left wing now. Here's Shelton to the foul line with his dribble. Right baseline to Seymour. 6 on the shot clock. Shelton for 3, buries it.
3 points.
Titus Shelton shooting just 28% from out there. Hits a big 3-pointer. ETSU up 50-48. Shelton now has scored 10 points. For the Terriers, Latron Jackson goes on the right side to Forbes. Thought about a 3-pointer, but didn't get a chance to get set. Now Arp to Jackson. Ball fake at the 3-point circle. Off the dribble. He puts up a falling away 17-footer, an ugly shot. Rebound Wilson. 6 minutes to play. Bucks have the ball up 2. Wilson at the 3-point circle at the other end. Looking around for somebody to help him out as he picks up his dribble. Gives away to Keaton. Keaton left side to Seymour. On the wing now to Shelton. Shelton with his right hand into the paint against Bailey. Drop step. Wild scooping layup. No good. Harp has the rebound. Terriers have it back. Trailing 50-48. Here's Forbes working out high. Left wing feed to Jackson. Latron lobs it in low for Arp. Arp posting up against Wilson. Ball fake. He'll drive to the basket, and he's fouled as he goes up with a dunk. Chris Arp faked the pass out to the wing. Wilson bid on it, and then we get a foul call against the Buccaneers. Arp with a fine move in low.
Foul number 20 for the Buccaneers.
Titus Shelton rotating over to keep Arp from dunking the basketball. Called for his first foul. That's the team's 4th. So now Chris Arp, who is 2 for 2 from the line tonight and has scored 6 points, all in the first half, can tie it up if he hits them both. First free throw, no good. Back iron. He will get another. Terriers missed a number of pressure free throws the other night at Furman in the overtime loss. Second shot with the right hand. Short, missed them both. Rebound comes off to Wilson. Buccaneers up 2 with the ball. 5:20 to play. Keaton against the matchup zone will back away with his dribble. Watched by Hawkins, dead ahead. Keaton looking around for a cutter, goes on the right wing to Shelton. Shelton will circle up top with his dribble. Left side to Davis. Davis hacked at by Forbes. Alfred giving up 4 inches. Now Keaton with 8 on the shot clock. We have a whistle off the basketball. What do we have? A foul call against one of the Terriers.
Foul number 40 for the
Chris Arp committing a foul with 8 seconds on the shot clock. ETSU will get a full 35 seconds now with under 5 minutes to go. Bucks with the ball in a 2-point lead. Keaton out on the right wing. Works to the floor with the left hand against Hawkins. McCarthy Crenshaw getting ready to check in. Keaton with his back to the basket, about 25 feet away. Left side to Seymour. Wants to back in on Miller. Now feeds it in low to Shelton. Shelton wheels in on Forbes. Hangs in the air. Committed and gives it away to Alfred Forbes. Shelton tried to do too much in on the low post, and Forbes checked him. Miller lobs it inside to Gilliard. Steal by Garrett Davis as he stepped out, batted the pass away, and then came up with it himself. Miller trying to force the entry pass. ETSU with the ball, still leading 50-48. 4:18 to play. Keaton, bounce pass out high to Shelton, watched by Miller. Terriers have gone to the matchup. Backdoor feed to Wilson, got loose behind arm. Uncontested layup for Ryan Wilson. Richard Johnson wants a 20-second timeout with 4:04 to play. ETSU's lead is now 52-48. Go back.
In the service department at Wakefield Buick, West Main at West St. John Streets, Spartanburg.
Wofford down 4 with the ball following the media timeout. Alfred Forbes making a move towards the basket is fouled out front. That'll go against Garrett Davis. That's his 4th. And the Bucks' 5th of the half. So Davis with 4. Reggie Todd is sitting with 4 fouls. Terriers down 52-48, looking to inbound over the end line. Forbes nearly throws it away, but Chadwick will pick it up in the backcourt. No backcourt violation since that was an inbounds pass. Chadwick across the timeline with 3:50 to play. Chadwick works with his right hand. Seymour cuts him off at the wing. Here's Hawkins, left corner now to Forbes. Forbes works to the foul line with his dribble as he's watched out there by Shelton. Gives away to Crenshaw. Man-to-man defense. Crenshaw into the paint. Traveled before he put up a leaner. McCarthy off balance as he put up that shot, took an extra step. ETSU up 4. They have it back with 3.5 minutes to play. Terriers go to the three-quarters trap. Keaton looks to break. He does with a four-court feed to Shelton at the far side, back to Keaton, and again the Buccaneers forcing tempo. They want to play a half-court game. Keaton out front against Hawkins. Bounce pass out high to Shelton at the three-point circle, watched by Forbes. Shelton left corner to Keaton. Keaton backs away from Hawkins with his dribble, now works towards the left baseline, loses the ball off his foot, out of bounds. Only 7 seconds on the shot clock. That may have been a distraction for Kyle Keaton. 3:05 to go. Terriers get it back, trailing 52-48. Richard Johnson calling for the set play as John Hawkins will work with a 1-4 clear out. Now Gilliard pops up out high. Gilliard holding, hits Forbes at the three-point circle with a handoff. Keaton out on him. Hawkins at the foul line, down the lane, running one-hander, good. John Hawkins with a huge shot. Now has 9 points. It's 52-50. Buccaneers with the ball, leading with 2:40 to play. Keaton working toward the left wing against Hawkins. Bounce pass out high to Shelton. Watched there by Forbes. Shelton, high post to Wilson. Wilson bounce pass away to Seymour. Thought about a three-pointer. However, Forbes got in the way. Garrett Davis lobs it back door to Wilson. Double teamed. He still scored over Chadwick. Garrett Davis using his height advantage to score off the window. It's a 4-point Buccaneer lead, 54-50. 2:13 to play. Hawkins telling the Terriers to run the motion, goes out high to Gilliard, hands away to Hawkins, works into the paint with the left hand to Bailey, wide open, 17-footer short, rebound loose in the paint. Bailey didn't follow his shot. We've got a free ball and a foul call against one of the Terriers on the loose ball. Richard Johnson letting his team know that he wasn't happy on that possession because nobody crashed the offensive glass. Foul call goes against Hawkins on the free ball, his first, only the team's 4th. Minute 57 to play. ETSU up 54-50. They have it in the backcourt. Terriers with a full court man-to-man press. Chadwick deflects the pass out of bounds back over the baseline. Garrett Davis will be the trigger man. Terriers not bothering to front him. They've got 5 men guarding 4. Davis looking around, having trouble. Inbounds pass deflected by Forbes. However, Shelton gets it. Shelton loses it on the floor, and a foul call against Alfred Forbes on the loose ball. And that gets the crowd's ire up. 3rd on Alfred. That's 5 on the team. LaTron Jackson in for Wofford.
LaTron Jackson.
John Hawkins will take a quick seat. ETSU again will inbound in the backcourt. Terriers have to commit 2 more fouls to get ETSU to the line. Inbounds pass, there's the foul. Latron leans over Troy Seymour. I believe that is the 6th foul. Nope, that's the... Well, we've gone back and forth on that, but that definitely is the 7th. So 1-1 for Troy Seymour. 2 for 3 from the line tonight. He has 7 points. Bends at the knee, shot through the noise, good. Buccaneers lead is 55-50. Seymour will get the bonus. 2 games ago against Campbell here at the Ben Johnson Arena, the Camels hit their shots from the foul line to seal a victory. ETSU trying to do the same. Second shot, good. Nothing but net for Seymour. Terriers down 6 with 1:54 to play. Forbes will work out front against Titus Shelton with his dribble left side to Bailey. Bailey returned to Forbes along the right side. Forbes looking to penetrate, instead hands to Chadwick, 3-point circle. Keaton all over him. Chadwick down the paint, crossover move fouled, and Seth will get to shoot, I believe. Or is that only 6 on the Buccaneers? Nope, they're going to give Seth 2 shots. He was in the act of shooting. Foul call goes against Troy Seymour, his second. He's number 6 on the team, so the Terriers will be in the bonus with the next Buccaneer foul. 1:38 to play. And now the Terriers need these free throws out of Seth Chadwick. First trip to the line tonight, he's shooting a healthy 82% on the season. First free throw good. 56-51. Hawkins getting ready to check back in. Seth has hit 11 straight free throws. Second shot for the senior, good. Chadwick with 7 second half points, 7 points for the night. Wofford down 56-52, 1:38 to play, and here comes the press once again. Gareth Davis wants to inbound over the end line, corner to Seymour, return to Davis, stolen by Forbes. However, Alfred double dribbles on the steal, and the Buccaneers again will inbound in the backcourt. Almost a huge steal for Forbes. They will leave the shot clock at 32 seconds. Davis again. Long inbounds pass ahead to Keaton. Keaton open for the layup, and he's got it. Buccaneers go long, and it works. ETSU up 58-52, 1:28 to play. Forbes into the paint, hangs in the air. 15-footer is good. Terriers will use a timeout. Alfred Forbes hits a bucket with 1:23 to... Thing is, Wofford would rather not foul Troy Seymour, ETSU's best free throw shooter. Davis looking to inbound the ball as he runs the baseline. Inbounds to Shelton, double teamed in the corner, steps through with a dribble, no call. Long pass ahead to Wilson. Bailey will get back on defense to cut him off, and Keaton will handle out front against a double team. Keaton gives away to Seymour. Hawkins looks for the steal, right baseline to Davis. Davis pass in the paint now. We get a whistle and a foul call. ETSU will shoot. John Hawkins with 1:05 to play commits his second foul, team's 8th. And let's see who they send to the line. That'll be Ryan Wilson to shoot 1-1. He has 8 points tonight, yet to shoot a free throw. He is a 64% shooter on the season. 1-1. East Tennessee leading 58-54, so it's still a 2-possession game for the Terriers. First shot for Wilson, good. Second half, the Buccaneers have hit their free throws. In fact, all night they've only missed 1. In 11 attempts. Second shot for the Kentucky native, good. And again, it's a 6-point Buck lead, 60-54, 1:04 to play. 2-possession game for Wofford. Forbes, the Miller 3-point circle. All over him is Davis. A shot no good. Bailey with the rebound and the putback. And again, Wofford will spend a timeout. Wofford has just spent a timeout after the made bucket by Bailey. So the Bucks will inbound against the full court press in the backcourt. Gareth Davis looking to do so, runs the baseline. Long outlet down the floor to Shelton. Nice catch and a great lay-in. What an athletic play by Titus Shelton. 53 seconds to play. Wofford down 6. Hawkins gives away to Forbes. Alfred for 3. Too much back iron. Rebound Buccaneers and Kyle Keaton. Terriers will foul him with 42 seconds left. Ouch. The long outlet pass to Titus Shelton was just kind of laid out there on a bounce. Shelton caught the ball nearly too far under the basket, but just made a tremendous athletic play and put the shot in over Chadwick.
Third personal team foul, 9 at the line for the Buccaneers.
Carrier foul committed by Jay Bailey. That's 9 on the team. And now Kyle Keaton will shoot 1 and 1. He's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Has 11 points. If he makes one, it's a 3-possession game, and the first one is good. 63-56. Keaton will get another. Now the Terriers know they have to hustle up the floor and crank up a 3, and then hope for the best. Second shot by Keaton is good. ETSU leading 64-50. January 29th of last year. Bailey inbounds to Forbes in the backcourt. Alfred hustles it up with Wofford down 8. Alfred works all the way down the lane. Layup is good. Terriers will press in full court fashion, trailing by 6. Davis running the baseline will have to use a timeout before he inbounds the basketball. At 6'9", has done an outstanding job inbounding the ball over the end line against the Terrier full court press. And again, you have to watch for the long pass. Davis will run to the far side. This pass deflected by Gilliard, almost a steal, but Terrence, as he tries to save the ball over the end line, is out of bounds. Stepped on the line. 1 second ticked off the clock. Davis will inbound now at the far side. And this time he cannot run around. Inbound pass to Seymour, double teamed in the backcourt. Seymour still double teamed, and he uses a timeout. With Bailey, Forbes, Hawkins, Chadwick, and Gilliard out there. Again, Gareth Davis will, well, he cannot run the baseline, but he will inbound over the baseline at the far side. Terriers continue to come, of course, with the full court press. Davis looks to inbound, gets it into Wilson in the backcourt. Wilson double team. Terriers try to foul him as they double team him. Wilson, either 3 or a quick 2, either one, and then call a timeout. I'd imagine they'll run a set play for a 3. Natter Miller to inbound over the end line. Miller having trouble getting the ball in, gets it underneath to Gilliard, who is fouled. The lay-in is good, but there will be no basket. Terrence was fouled. 33 out there, so they'll have to call the official. That's the 7th Buccaneer foul, so Gilliard will get to shoot a 1 and 1, and now they'll call over the official to establish whom the foul was on. They said 33, and of course, Terrence Gilliard is number 33 in white, but there is no blue jersey. 33. The foul was on number 3. That's Troy Seymour. His third. Either way, Gilliard will shoot 1 and 1. The foul was not against Gareth Davis, which is a shame for Wofford. That would have fouled him out. Gilliard is 0 for 2 from the line tonight. Missed the free throw. Rebound out of bounds to the Bucks. Oh, my goodness. Terriers can't buy a free throw. It's Furman all over again. 23 seconds to play. ETSU up 6. Now Keaton double team to the back.
Here's Kyle Keaton.
In fact, ETSU not putting any players underneath the basket. Everybody's standing at the midcourt stripe. He missed the first. Keaton will get another. He has scored 13 points tonight. Now 4 of 5 from the line. Second shot, good. That really hurts. 7-point Buck lead with 21 seconds to go. Forbes on the run. Forbes will look to drive the lane. Alfred with a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound loose, and it comes away to Wilson for the Buccaneers. In the backcourt to Shelton. 8 seconds to go. Seymour fouled with 6 seconds. He has 9 points tonight, so he's got a shot at double figures. And the shot is good. 66-58. And again, the Terriers involved in another close game. Couldn't close things out down the stretch. Richard Johnson will join us on the post-game show. Second shot, good for Seymour. ETSU up 9 points with 6 seconds to go. Alfred Forbes up the floor. He'll run all the way to the basket. Layup good. The buzzer will go after the Buccaneers inbound the basketball.